Hi guys, since you just clicked on this video, I'm gonna assume that you either just locked your hair or within the past couple months you've locked your hair. You may be trying to figure out what to do with your locks, where to go now, how to take care of them. Never fear, Batney's here. That's me, if you haven't noticed. But welcome to this video. Welcome to the lock community. Congrats on starting your journey. If you are new to the lock community, you clicked on the right video, so stay tuned. Get comfy, grab a cup of coffee, and let's get right into how to get your locks to lock faster.
Ladies and gentlemen, her.
Did you guys grab your coffee like I said? Because I grabbed mine. Today, we are going to be talking about how to get your locks to lock faster. I know when I first locked my locks, I was like, of course, impatient. I feel like everyone just wants our locks to be mature locks overnight, and that is not realistic, especially when you start with finger coils like I did, or just like two-strand twist. If you're going the natural route of forming your locks, it can be a very impatient journey. I'm not even gonna lie, but never fear, there are some tips and tricks I can tell you guys. If you keep it between us, I can tell you guys on how to get your locks to lock a little faster. These are going to help promote budding in your locks, and budding leads to your locks locking. So first of all, what is budding? So let's get into what budding is. Budding is when your locks start to bud. I don't know what word I was looking for, but if you have locks and you may have like finger coils and the coil's not there no more, it's just like kind of puffy, kind of like protruding. A lot of people worry about budding, and like they think when they see budding and it starts to happen in their locks, they think something's wrong. No, budding is really good. It's a really good sign that you are doing what you need to do to take care of your hair for them to mature and get to the stage you want them to get to. This is a sponsored video by the jewelry brand Ana Luisa, and I'm thoroughly impressed with this brand. Let me just say that. First, before I get into the jewelry themselves, I really love that they sent me it in a 100% recycled paper box. They also sent the jewelry. I got sent 3 necklaces. They sent the jewelry in these cute little protectant pouches that you can carry around and keep, and I thought that's so cute. They sent me a little message. So yeah, this jewelry is amazing. This jewelry, like, quality. Look at the shine. Look at the shine of this jewelry. They sent me 3 necklaces, and this one right here, this heart one, is my favorite. It is gold plated, and just look at the quality. Look at that shine. It's crazy. Like I said, this one is my favorite because I just love this little solid heart. And then this is just, you know, your average link chain. You can dress any outfit up. As you see, I have a basic t-shirt on. That's all I have. But this jewelry really takes my outfit to the top. You know? They also have earrings, rings, anklets, whole bunch of stuff, whole bunch of fine jewelry. I would definitely suggest this brand, and they are doing a summer sale. So right now you can get 20% off of certain pieces that they have. Of course, you guys know I'm going to link it below, so you guys can follow my link below in the description box and look at all the jewelry they have available. Yes, quality, fine. Ugh, the man is mowing the grass outside. Does he not know that I'm recording? Like, he's right by my window so you can see. That's so awkward. Alright, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of this video. So, you want to know how to get your locks to lock faster. I have about 3, maybe 4 tips. It's not a lot of tips and tricks, but they're gonna do what they need to do. They're gonna get your locks to where you want them to be, the progression of them, and it's gonna happen fast. So let's get into it. The first one, I don't know why everyone is scared of water when you have locks, but water, don't sleep on water. This man is really messing up my video. Water, don't sleep on water. When you have locks, do not sleep on water. Let me tell you, water helps locks expand. What happens when you get your hair pressed and then you go outside and it's super humid? Your hair gets big and then expands back to its natural form. Water helps black hair expand. Water is great for locks because water helps your hair lock faster. When I first started my journey, I would never cover my hair in the shower. The humidity is great. Great for your hair when it's in the beginning stages. It's great for moisturizing your hair, making sure it's nourished and hydrated, and it's also good for helping your locks to bud and expand, which means your locks will lock faster and your locks will get thicker. Bruh, your locks would get thicker because they get bigger. So after I would get out the shower, of course my locks they weren't wet, they weren't damp either. They were just like, I don't know, whatever comes before damp. Moist? They were good. And so after I got out the shower, of course I would follow up with just a little oil just to seal in that moisture, because oil seals in moisture and oil does not moisturize hair at all. If you don't even want to do like the technique I just told you, get in the shower and, you know, steaming your hair, you can also just like spray your hair with a water bottle like in the morning, or I wouldn't suggest doing it right before you go to bed because you really don't want to go to bed with wet locks. It's not, I mean, doing it once or twice, you know, sometimes you can't help it. Don't make it a routine to go to bed with your locks wet because it's not smart. Your hair can mildew on the inside and it's gonna have a bad smell, so don't do that. Don't go to bed with your hair wet. Another one that really helps is sea salt spray. This one is a little weird, and I wouldn't suggest doing this like right after you get a retwist. I would suggest doing this like right before you're gonna wash your hair, because of course there's gonna be salt in your hair. I did this in my locks when I was probably like in my first year of locks, and I was like, well, it doesn't hurt to try. Like, it doesn't hurt to try. So I tried it and I was amazed. Like, my locks, after I washed it out, my locks had budded so much from just spraying salt water in my locks. So salt water. I don't remember the specific measurements I used, and knowing myself, I probably didn't even use measurements, and I probably just was like, well, let me just throw some water and some salt into a spray bottle and spray my hair. I can try and find, you know, some measurements for you guys and try to put it on the screen or maybe even the description box below, but yeah, that's just what I did. This is, you know, my journey. I'm just trying to help y'all out, tell y'all what I did for my locks. So to each his own, but salt water. Even if you're like by an ocean and you can like get in the ocean, like, do not be scared of water. Don't be afraid of getting your locks wet, because getting your locks wet will help your locks grow and that will help your locks lock faster. I don't know why people are so scared of water. Like, I understand why black people are scared of water, especially like when relaxers were a thing and nobody wanted their hair wet, but also like, I don't know, what I'm saying is don't be scared of water. That's all I'm saying. I was gonna go into like a whole rant. I don't suggest doing this tip unless you have the right protectant sheets and pillowcases. I stopped sleeping in the beginning stages of my lock journey. I didn't really sleep with a bonnet on my hair because I wanted, you know, the friction of me like rolling around in, you know, my sleep in bed to help my hair lock. So friction does help your hair locks. And I definitely did notice that the back of my head definitely locked before the front of my head, and that's probably because I was sleeping like on the back of my and that's probably because I was sleeping on the back of my head, of course. But friction definitely helps your hair locks. Of course, again, I wouldn't do this if you don't have like protectant sheets, and what I mean like silk and satin. But even when you do satin, you want to make sure that it's like quality products and there's no cotton in it, because cotton draws moisture out of your hair. So if you have cotton sheets, cotton pillowcase, don't do this because your hair is going to be dry. Another thing with doing this technique, I would also suggest brushing your locks in the morning and right before you go to bed if you do choose to sleep without a bonnet on. Again, if you watch some of my videos, you know how important it is to sleep with a bonnet, and I'll tell you why. Sleeping with a bonnet, like I said, if you have cotton sheets, it's going to draw the moisture out of your hair, but also it protects your hair from like lint and dirt. And that's why I say if you do this technique and you have like the satin silk sheets, brush your hair in the morning, brush your locks in the morning, and then brush your locks right before you go to bed, so it'll help get some of that lint out and make sure, you know, your locks just aren't picking up lint from your sheets. Clean your sheets regularly, maybe every week probably, just to make sure that you're not putting dirt and lint back into your locks. This is what I did. I don't think this technique is bad. This last one, you know, sleeping without a bonnet, you just have to make sure that you are in the right sleeping environment to be able to do this. But friction definitely helps your locks. Now, I'm not saying to go roll around on the floor. That's not what I'm saying. But friction helps your locks, give or take, whatever you want. My last tip that I can think of is to let your locks do what they want. your hair is gonna do what it wants regardless, so you might as well just like let go of that control and accept that your hair is gonna do what it wants. A lot of people like try to control like the frizziness, and like they don't like their locks looking messy and stuff, and like the loose hairs and the frizz. I think frizz is good for a lot of reasons. It's gonna help your hair lock, because all a lock is entangled hair. Like that's all this is. So when you do have frizz and messy ends and messy hair and a whole bunch of loose hairs, it's gonna help your hair lock, because I don't know, locks like chaos. When you do focus on wanting to manipulate your hair to the point of wanting it always to look neat and never look messy and never have those loose hairs, it can lead to over manipulation. It can lead to over manipulating your hair, and that can lead to thinning, which can lead to breaking of your locks. So that's why I say that just let your hair do its thing. Like, you started locks, and especially if you started like in the natural forming process, where like, you know, going from finger coils or shoe transfers or braids, you have to have patience. You have to have patience. Like, I know in this world we always want like instant gratification, myself included, but like you can't like go to bed with finger coils and wake up and expect to have 6-year-old formed locks. Like, it's just not realistic. So really be realistic, and the most important thing above all of these tips is to love yourself and love yours and love your journey. Your journey is not my journey is not your journey, and it will never be the same. We're two different people. Don't compare yourself to me. Don't compare yourself to other people with locks. Don't compare yourself at all. In the beginning stages of locks, I think it's important to really key in on why you started locks, and really use the starting months of your locks to really accept your hair, which will help you accept you for you, and not trying to manipulate yourself so other people accept you, because other people's opinions don't matter. It's about what you feel about you. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know you like more videos like this. Comment below if you guys have any starter lock tips on how to get your locks to lock faster, if you have anything that I didn't mention below, or just your opinions and thoughts, and tell me if you guys have tried any of this and if it's worked well for you like it's worked well for me. So don't forget that Ana Luis, this jewelry, this fine jewelry, is having their summer sale where you can get 20% off. Like I said, their link is going to be below in the description box. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace and love always. Bye.
I'm now watching my TV.